Alrighty, so we're here with Kelly Odo from Far North Queensland. She's playing in the ladies league for this competition at the Black Ball International Nationals, just the Black Ball Nationals. So Kelly, can you tell me how you're going so far? You've had a big trip down. Obviously, you've got a bit of a rap sheet for yourself on your resume. So we've got you have been to Morocco, so we'll talk about that. That was really fun. It was good to see you there. You were quite loud there. I haven't heard much of you here, but hopefully you're going to turn it up and we get to hear you through the room. Obviously going to be excited for Johannesburg. We all are, which is really good. But besides that, I actually want to know how you're going at the Nationals here, how the team's going, and how you're going personally.
Yep. So we had a bye today, our team. So we got a good rest. I was sitting second last night in the ladder.
Yep.
Currently sitting fourth after the other teams have played, and I've just got to hang in there, and keep plugging away. But I'm playing well, hitting well, and I'm confident that I'll make it.
Excellent. Well, that is good confidence. If you're hitting well, you're playing well,
Yeah.
you're feeling good. That is half of it, though. I mean, it's very hard. You've had a long trip down. The weather's not ideal. I mean, you're basically an Eskimo here because Geelong is pretty bloody cold in comparison to Queensland. There is a few.
We're used to sweating.
What's that?
We're used to sweating.
Yeah, well, actually, I must admit, I've been sweating here because I'm used to it. Ballarat's like 5 degrees colder than everywhere else. Lovely place, Ballarat. I don't like it though. However, tell me about Geelong. How have you found it here? So obviously you haven't had too much of a trip out, but just the venue in itself with Slate.
Oh, the venue's awesome. I've heard of it before with the Geelong Open. We have a lot of friends that come through here every year for the Open, and I've heard it's an awesome venue, and it is, yeah, it's been pretty good. The weather, we're still getting used to that. But I prefer to be cold and sweat, so We're enjoying it. So I brought my 2 daughters, my niece, my sister, and my 3 granddaughters, and the grandchildren have had a blast. 2 grandchildren. I've got 3 all up. They've had a blast touring Geelong. We haven't had a chance yet, but hopefully we do before we leave back to Townsville on Sunday, on the 2nd. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's pretty good. You brought the whole tribe down, so that's nice. And I do touch on this a lot. It is very difficult for the players. We do come down. We come to these pool comps, and having that somebody behind you and somebody there with you is so much different than having them at home. And it's just a small message or just a wave or somebody blows a kiss. You've got your little ones, which we can see in the background. She's being quite cute with the little teddy, which is nice.
Mascot?
Yep.
Yeah, so this was a family trip that was planned last year, so we'd booked our tickets last year before we went to Morocco. And obviously we have a massive group of friends here that are loving it. It's their first Nationals, majority of them, except for JC and Tim. And we plan on coming back bigger and better next year with our teams. Yeah.
Well, that'll be good actually, because Queensland have sent down quite a few strong players actually, which is nice to see. So we don't see a lot of travel from Queenslanders. We do go up as Victorians, but bringing them down, we don't really see them come down. But it's good to see that you've actually brought quite a few people with you, not just the family. I mean, it's nice to have the large family come with. I'm actually one of 8 siblings. I am the favourite child though, but. No, we don't have to have favourites here. But so talk to me. We've got your young one Peyton as well, which I sort of want to bring through. But talk to me in that regard. We've got a lot of parents who have kids that play, and we love that. And I just want to know how is it from a parent's point of view watching your younger children around, not really around the pool hall, but seeing them competitive and having a look at how they grow, the actual growth in children around the sport and competitiveness.
Well, I've only got an older daughter, Venetia, who's 25, so she played a few years back before she had her babies.
Hello, Venetia, and congratulations on the babies.
And so she played league when I was the president in Innisfail for a few years, and then when I moved to Townsville, she stopped and she had her babies. So Peyton is fresh off the block. She's only ever played 3 nights of league for international rules that we're all learning, and so she's come in new pretty much, not much experience on the table, and she's taken players down to the Blacks, so I'm proud of her. And South Australia are grateful because she played for them. She's filled in for them, and they love her and she loves it. She's enjoying the trip.
Okay, so we got Peyton who's played for South Australia. Can we get Peyton Roberts in, the super sub for South Australia? Come on down, please. Please, please. Okay, so Peyton, obviously, this is your first nationals, which is really good. You're the youngest player here. So tell me a little bit what it's like from your experience of how you're finding this tournament in itself, and probably from a junior's point of view. Just talk to me about if there's going to be more competitions or just what it means to you to sort of be here.
Well, really, it's been fun getting around, playing with people that I've never really met before, and being able to just compete with them and congratulate them for winning or just talking to them. It's really fun and interesting, and I love getting social with them and just playing and being there.
And how are you finding I suppose the cheering and everything else going on? So this nationals, I must admit, I've said to a few people, he's very quiet. So I want to hear a little bit of noise from people, and I'm going to be stirring people up about it. But how are you finding it yourself? So you've got a team full of people that you haven't played before, and this is the really cool thing that I find about nationals, state teams, and even when you're putting sides in. You're meeting new people, and you're having extra people come into your team, but they're the people that you actually hang out with at these tournaments, and we love that sort of stuff. You bond with everyone, and then as you come back to the next tournament, you're sort of meeting more people, and you've got more people coming to the team. So from yourself, being Queensland, and obviously there's people from Cairns as well that have travelled as well, but just with South Australia in general, how are you finding that in terms of, are you fitting in well, or how's that going for you?
Well, I've talked to them a lot. I've gotten to know them really well, and they're lovely people to be with and talk with and communicate with. And the TED Talks I've been given have really helped, and yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's great.
We'll be back, hey, honey?
Yeah.
Yep. So you'll definitely be back? Well, that's good to hear. Where's the other South Australians? Come on, Victoria and South Australia are the biggest rivalries. Where are you, ladies? Where are you? I can see barely any of you in the room. And we got TED Talks from the South Australians. Who's your Thunder buddy? Talk to me.
Oh, all three of them, really.
Really?
Yeah, I talk with them a lot, really. Just before we play and after we play, even during the plays, we talk a lot about how to play and how to.
Not during your games, hey, darling.
No, that would be coaching. We don't do that.
Oh yeah, we talk a lot, and yeah, we talk about how we're playing and how to play and what we need to improve on and what we need to not improve on, and yeah.
Sorry, you're coming back to North Queensland.
Coming back to North Queensland, apparently. So you're not gonna move to South Australia now, and you're just not coming home. No, you're not gonna send her onto a boarding school. No. No. So how does this fit in for you in terms of, say school, sports, everything else? So is this something you're going to go back to school and be able to talk about? Because obviously it's not a wide sport in terms of juniors, but obviously we support juniors, and that type of thing is we want the juniors, because you're the up and coming in the sport. So are you going to be entering any further tournaments after this?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe, yes. 14 is young, so you've got a lot of time to go.
Yeah.
And then when you're 18, all you care about is boys and partying. And so what happens? No, Mum. We say no.
No.
No, that's a bad influence. But is this something you're going to continue, do you think?
Yes, definitely. I think so.
Excellent. Well, we'd love to have you, and I'm sure everyone here would back you. So thank you very much. Thanks for the interview, and on to the next one.